Well, now to Tottenham, and that tricky few weeks for Ange Postecoglou continued last night. 2-1 defeat against West Ham after being ahead again. He's been speaking this afternoon to the media. Michael Bridge was leading the questioning, and there he is, Michael. Afternoon, 5 games without a win now. Suppose that is the worst of any side in the Premier League. So what has Postecoglou said about how they get back to that fantastic early season form?
Afternoon, Nick. Yeah, do you know what? It's funny when you talk about these defeats, because many Spurs fans before last night's match against West Ham United were thinking they'd won at Manchester City because it felt like a win. That late header from Dejan Kulusevski, and so many Tottenham fans were really confident going into this London derby against West Ham, and they started so well as well, got the early goal, but then West Ham went on to win the game. But it's simple from Postecoglou. The players simply have to take their chances.
If you're looking for things that are going to be disruptive, and you can use that as a clutch and excuse for anything, you know, we lost Harry Kane the day before the season started. You know, there's a disruption. We've lost half a squad after one game. There's a disruption. If you let these things, there's always going to be. You can't work in a vacuum where everything is perfect. And for me, I've been relaxed in these kind of situations because I always believe that the environment will cover whatever sort of challenges we have if we get it right.
Well, it's 16 points now dropped from winning positions, which is also, Michael, the worst record in the Premier League. Is this a little bit of a reality check that sustained success under Postecoglou might take a little bit longer?
Well, look, when things were going well, the win at Crystal Palace, Friday Night Football, when they went 5 points clear, people talking about Tottenham in the title race, clearly a long way to go. And we said at the time, if Spurs got a couple of injuries, is this squad strong enough? Well, we've seen James Maddison, Mickey van der Ven, Rodrigo Bentancur, other players who have been missing out as well, 11 players missing last week. It's simply been a real cause for concern, and these injuries are long-term. He said none of these players are going to return until the new year. So we've had the ups here with 3 Manager of the Month awards for Postecoglou, and at the moment we've got a few downs ahead of such a huge game on Sunday against a Newcastle side around the same area in the table as Tottenham Hotspur. They've got injuries as well, but the word we hear a lot in football, project. Down the road at Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, he had he got rid of a lot of big names, didn't he, at Arsenal, and the recruitment's gone ever so well, and they're reaping the benefits of that at the moment. And Ange Postecoglou here is talking about recruitment and a long-term project potentially here at Tottenham Hotspur.
I don't have a 3 or 5 year plan up my sleeve that's guaranteed for success. What I do have is a plan that I think will get us to where we need to be. How long that takes, I don't know. It depends on sort of how we keep like I said, discipline in sticking the path, because ultimately, whether it's this challenge, there'll be another challenge in 6 months' time. There'll be another one. Even if you have success, there's a challenge there, you know. So it's how really focused you are and how committed you are to go on the path that you've started. And I'm unwavering with that. You know, I just will not budge in terms of, because I just think, that's what I believe is the best way forward.
And it's not time to wallow, because in 3 days' time, Tottenham against Newcastle, always a good game, Spurs and Newcastle, and it's on Super Sunday. And people asking, team news, have we got any team news? Yes, we've got team news, and Son is a potential doubt for Sunday. The players are training later this afternoon, but he took a nasty kick to the back yesterday, and he came off after that. And of course, Spurs fans really don't want their club captain Son to be out, given the amount of injuries they've got at the moment. So he's a doubt, but no fresh injuries apart from that. But no one expected to come back, although Pape Sarr came into the side last night after he had a slight hamstring issue. So is he fit enough to start? We'll wait and see. Spurs, Newcastle, Super Sunday.
Michael, thank you.